By the right of the council, by the will of the force. Welcome back to another episode of the galaxy famous, halcyon approved, sometimes Jedi Talk Podcast. Less than 60 days to Metallica. Gotta get my haze in because you are following us at Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram. YouTube.com/Jedi Talk, where all the madness happens. We're going to be talking about the song. Everything is happening. Everything's crazy. Madness. I told you madness happens. What happened over there? Bob Saget happened.
Bob Saget.
Yeah, Jedi Talk Podcast on Instagram. I am Atomica here on the High Council. Winston's on the Anxiety Council. Joining me as always on the somewhere on the. I don't know. I would say you could be considered on the High Council somewhere, just maybe like a second-hand high, because you walked into my very empty office. Brad Hughes. What's up, Brad?
Dude, this is so wild to be in the Bat Cave with everything down, because we never saw this place before you had everything set up. And coming in here and seeing barren walls and where lightsabers used to be and all the fun you're going to have plugging those thumbtack holes.
No, yeah, I know. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know if you've talked about it, but you're moving.
Yeah, I've said I'm moving.
He's moving back to Arizona.
No, God, people wish. People wish. Yeah, but yeah, I'll gonna move in the next month and a half, so
That's
no big
exciting.
deal. I'll just be talking from a new place,
a new bigger place.
Cool. Our next co-host here with us on the regular council, and he'll soon be on the Land of the Rising Sun Council because he's leaving for Tokyo on Sunday. Hey. Evan T. Boucher. Evan, how the fuck are you today?
Adiga and good journey, but yeah, walking in here felt like it was like we did something wrong. Like it was dirty walking in here. This place is naked.
I honestly didn't know the color of the wall.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
because you really
I never noticed it.
Yeah,
I never
true.
noticed it was brown. I just assumed it was white because like you just don't.
He was prepping for the brown saber. He was ready.
Ready for the shit saber.
The shit saber. Yeah, there's a deep cut. Yeah. So I want to make sure that we get this out there, aired again for the second time on Jedi Talk. That Kyle Cosentino was supposed to be here, but he got eaten by a manatee yet again somewhere on the east coast of Florida.
He's a big fan of Amy Schumer. He had to go see another show.
I heard this time he got a little bit more of like a reinforced kayak, but he didn't buy the insurance, so the manatees ganged up on him because they knew how much of a pussy he is.
Now, when he checked in, did they give him the child rate based on his height, or was that just not an option?
I mean, he was free because they thought he was a toddler.
They're like, is your mom here?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
She's parking the car. This further plays into the theory that one of our friends has that Kyle doesn't actually exist.
That's true. It's conspiracy.
Kyle doesn't exist. AI on the.
Yeah.
That would explain the bad internet.
It would explain the bad internet. Yeah,
I thought you were going to say bad opinions is what I thought you were going to say.
That too. He's got good opinions sometimes.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Like once
we
in
all
every
do sometimes.
Very rarely.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have heard them tonight, but he decided to get knocked off of a boat by an iguana from Miami.
I guess the beach is more important than your friends, and that's fine. And that's just what it is. It
is what it is.
I guess if you live in Chicago, you don't have access to the beach every day. Maybe it is a little more important.
They only have access to a beach like a month out of the year.
You know what's really funny? People live in Chicago will be like, I'm going to the beach. And like, no, you're going to fucking North Beach off of Lake Michigan. Shut the fuck up. You ain't going to no beach.
Is that really a beach?
Yes.
Yes.
North Beach, Lake Michigan.
It's better than nothing.
It's like Rockaway Beach in New York.
It's better than nothing. Lake Michigan never gets like warmer than 50 degrees.
Yeah.
You step in there, you're going to catch something, certainly.
Holy shit.
Must be why everybody's overweight, Lake Michigan water.
That's why.
Yeah, it's not all the Chicago Italian street food.
You leave them alone. You leave my Giordano's alone, all right?
Giordano's is the shit, dude.
Yeah, it is.
That stuff is so
Are you a Giordano's or Lou Malnati's guy?
I like both.
Team Giordano's.
I don't remember the difference, to be honest with you. I had Lou Malnati's in Chicago, but we have Giordano's here. I don't. Is it like 1-to-1 what you get in Chicago, or is it better in Chicago than it is here?
You know what? Everybody said there was a difference in it if it's not in Chicago, and to be quite honest with you, I haven't picked it up. I mean, for me, it's
in New York shit with like the water that they
yes,
use.
that's
it makes a difference. Like with bagels and stuff that you actually use a lot of water like to make a bagel, like it makes a difference.
It's close enough for me to be like, yeah, when I want it, I want it. So
Portillo's here is fine. I mean, it's the same thing. But I remember, I don't know. I get the argument because it does make a difference with like some stuff, but I don't know if deep dish pizza makes a fucking difference.
Yeah,
there's not that much crust on a pizza anyway. Like it's not like it's the It's not the That's not the point.
I'm sure there's a pizza snob somewhere that just like actually.
Sure. There's a snob for everything.
Yeah. There's a snob for everything. Yeah.
There's a cunt born every second.
We have 2 questions. I threw like a hey, you want to ask us some questions?
I have many questions, but
yeah, I mean, I know. So we can kind of kick them off with those real quick.
We have questions for you too.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. If you haven't already answered this, if you could play one character from the movies, who would it be? It's from Aaron.
Oh, cool. That's a cool question. For me,
she was smart. Well, she's smart in a lot of ways, but she was smart to say from the movies because we all just would have said Avant, Lias.
No, I'm sick and tired of Lias. He pisses me. No, I'm kidding.
How do you think we feel?
Yeah, I know, right? I get it. So if I could play one character from the movie, who would it be? Well, shit. That's a great question.
Boss Nass for me.
I want to just so you can like motorboat the air,
or more. Somebody's mom.
I think mine would be.
Qui-Gon.
I think it'd be fun to be a random stormtrooper.
Sure.
Like one of, I don't know which one, but like the one that hit his head. You know what I mean? Like
well, that's Gary, so it can't be him.
Like it'd be fun to be a character like that. That's like an iconic piece of fandom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think I would want to do like a Han or a Luke. I don't know, but I think it would be fun to just be like some stupid fucking background character.
Yeah.
Man, that's a good question. I guess mine would probably be the Mandalorian because it feels like
that's a good one.
Well, he's not from the movies yet. But
no, that's right. Well,
he's gonna be.
He's gonna be. So I'll say Mandalorian, just based on specifically because I'm trying to think how like Pedro. Well, it's not Pedro. It's like Brendan Wayne and the other guy's name who's escaping me. It's like you have to act differently, right? It's like you're not just necessarily like you're not speaking. That's done post, right? You have to like speak with everything but your face under a mask. It just seems cool that like
it's even more hard than voice acting.
Well, I'm sure on set.
I kind of like the challenge.
I'm sure on set they say the lines.
Oh, sure.
Because like Vader had David Prowse say the lines on set.
I love those outtakes. They're so funny.
Those are some.
You need a desktop plan.
Yeah.
Vader would be cool too, though, because you're in the mask. I don't know if my claustrophobia would allow that to happen, though.
How many showers would you have to take?
Oh, fuck. That would be brutal.
Bring it back to a conversation off air. Mm-hmm. Buying time for me to think of an answer.
An Ewok would be fun for Kyle to play.
Damn.
It would be. They'd have to put lifts in the Ewok's costume.
That was awesome.
The kid shut up.
I'm 43.
Again, I can't. We're gonna do Andor runtimes later, but I can't stress enough how Kyle hates Andor, and season 2 is releasing on his birthday. I cannot stress how awesome that is.
It's so great. Does he hate it? Because I don't hate it. I'm just indifferent to it. Really?
He hates it.
Man, I don't hate it, but season 1, I'm like, but I'm jacked for season 2.
Even if you don't love season 1, which I fall into that category, I don't get hate.
No.
I just kind of go like, oh, it's fine. That's just not what I like.
I'm gonna ruin this segue. We'll get to Andor, but my answer would be one of the Knights of Ren because it's like kind of a background character, but it's also like more than a background character.
Sure,
I guess,
it means a lot in the story, but
and it means a lot to me because I love the Knights of Ren. So that's what I'd be. Probably Affleck or Vic Roll. Those
that's a good answer.
My 2 dudes.
I'm shocked you didn't say like Anakin, so I can, do something to Padme.
I'm trying to be nice and respectful.
No, you're not.
I'm trying.
I've known you long enough to know.
I'm trying.
You're nailing it.
Trying.
You're nailing it.
Padme.
Yeah, there it is. Set him up. Lobbed it up.
But that's you don't get to be the characters. You got to play him.
I know.
So Natalie Portman's husband. Yeah, I'll stick with mine. I like my answer.
Okay.
Background character. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for
Salacious B. Crumb.
I found it because I got the runtimes for Andor.
Oh,
nice.
You would play Salacious B. Crumb?
Yeah, that's a good one too.
You could play Jabba the Hutt. You'd just be like sitting there like,
eating frogs. Nom, 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 nom.
Don't ever do that on the podcast again.
Take
a lap. Take a fucking lap.
Get out of here.
Back in my day, I would have.
You freak.
And loved
back in the day.
Too old and
too
wise,
old. You're like a couple of years from 35. You're not old.
Yeah.
You're almost 35.
No, come on, I'm 32.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, yes, but no.
Yeah, I was like, damn. Yeah. I thought you were younger than that for some reason.
He is. Okay, so we can transition into Andor because we have ourselves actual run times for season 2.
Was this confirmed by Disney? Like, was it dropped by was it on Disney Plus or something?
Well,
we know these are accurate.
A whole bunch of
Nerds.
websites picked it up.
okay.
Yeah. So 12 episodes, and the best part is they're releasing 3 episodes.
In clumps. That is
A
so
movie
cool.
a week.
See, this to me makes me feel like they're gonna be like that rumor of 3 episode arcs, which is brilliant
and there's
for a TV.
different
Hold on.
time. There's like time gaps
Yeah.
between
Hold on,
stuff.
but last season that's exactly what happened. Every 3 episodes was a different arc.
Yeah, but they didn't say it outright.
No, but when you go back and watch it,
Yeah,
it's
it
clear,
seems
it's
that
evident.
way. But I don't. That's hard for me to follow. It's because I'm fucking dumb and I just need to be handheld. I really do for shit like
Yeah.
this. Don't say bitch to me.
I mean, we forgot about the 4-armed guy that was in
But,
the show when I sent that picture around.
But
I was
you have
like,
to
oh, yeah.
show there's a time jump. That's one of the things I didn't like about Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Oh, that
It's
they didn't show there's a time
They
jump.
passively mention it's been
Sure.
a year. You're like, what the fuck? You were in this? How am I supposed to know that?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me it was a year.
Well, if you look closely, their wands have aged a year, and
yeah.
there's more roots in the end. I don't know.
Duh.
Yeah.
Their wands did.
I'm
age
making
a
it. I don't know.
So our first drop of 3, 51 minutes, 44 minutes, and 53 minutes.
So
Damn.
subtract 5 minutes for credits.
Sure, but that's still longer than we get
Yes.
with anything. Skeleton Crew was like
25
25
30
minutes less than this.
I
yeah.
forgot that show existed, so you just said it again. Jesus Christ.
Take a lap.
No, I will not.
Episode 3, 4, or episode 5, or 4, 5, and 6. 54 minutes for 4 and 5 both. Oh, all 3 are 54 minutes each. I'm sorry.
Dang.
4, 5, and 6. 50. Damn.
Interesting.
What's it mean? It means something. They're
It
all
means that it's
54.
going to be great.
True.
Episode 7, 8, and 9, 44 minutes, 47 minutes, and our episode 9 is our longest, just 2 minutes short of an hour.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay. And they have confirmed season 2 is it for Andor, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're
I
gonna
think-
get the whole story here.
Like years ago, they wanted to do 3 or 4 seasons,
Mm-hmm.
but wasn't it Tony that said no? I'm doing 2.
Something like that, yeah.
He's like, I've got
Anytime
2.
the
that's it.
creative person says that gives me way more hope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be drawn out. It's going to be straight to the
And
point.
the fact that these are long, it's telling me they probably haven't cut a lot of minutia out. So it's just
Yeah.
like, okay, so we're going to see things fleshed out and not
Yeah.
just like go from
Rushed.
here to here to here and like, wait, what happened? Finally, episodes 10, 11, and 12, 48 minutes, 42 minutes, and 46 minutes. Our finale is 46 minutes.
That's a bummer.
Well, it's the finale of that arc. It's not like that whole arc is the finale, basically.
Mm,
That whole
right.
3
It's true.
episodes.
I'm curious how this I really like the fact they're doing these little clumps, not in just storytelling wise, but releasing them together. I think is really really smart.
So what could the arcs be? We got one of them's him meeting K2. That's obviously one of the arcs.
Well, I don't know.
Something with Krennic.
Yeah, I don't know if
That
it's
one
going
might
to
be
the
K2.
the Mon Mothma story.
That's got to be an arc, I feel like.
Gilroy confirmed this, and it's out there in an article, and you can see it in the trailer. But they are not redoing. We're going to see, and I don't know if it's a shot-for-shot remake, but it's Mon's basically like outing herself. It's like the not like the resignation from the Senate essentially, but
Yeah.
just like basically the speech from Rebels.
Is it the Gorman speech?
I think so.
Something-
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that.
It sounds like that they're doing that, and
Yeah,
that's
that'll be sick.
iconic.
That'll be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! I didn't
That's
know
Or
one
at,
of
least,
they
the-
did
or at least incorporating it somehow.
That's one of the 50 births of the rebellion, that speech.
Well, it makes sense. The rebellion can't just spark from one place. It makes sense that there's more than one cell doing
I
something.
know. And in universe, I don't mind, but all the commercials for the past decade have been witness the birth of the rebellion for whatever show. And it's like,
Oh, sure.
which one is the birth? Come on, guys.
Witness the
Yeah,
In
Solo.
universe, you're
This
right,
one?
though.
Yeah.
There's a lot of births. in
Solo
universe.
rebels.
But yeah, out of universe
Andor.
marketing, you got to stop.
I get it. I definitely agree.
Witness another.
Yeah, witness another birth of.
If you aren't tired of it yet, there's 3 more times the rebellion has started.
But the TIE Avenger is probably an arc when he goes in and steals that TIE.
Sure.
That's got to be
Yeah.
probably.
That's probably how he gets on Krennic's radar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
That-
yeah.
I'm jacked just for that ship. If somehow the rest of the season isn't good, which I doubt will be the case, that is going to be awesome no matter what. They're not butchering that. That looks dope.
Are you upset that Pedro's not going to be at Celebration? Or not Pedro.
Isaac. Yeah, Oscar.
Oscar Isaac.
Was he
yeah.
supposed to be?
Yeah, but then my brain and the rumors say Marvel said he couldn't because of scheduling issues. I don't know if it's officially Marvel, but I'm going to blame Marvel because I don't like Marvel.
What is he in on Marvel?
He was Apocalypse.
The mummy guy. Oh, and Apocalypse.
He was Apocalypse in X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot
but what
about
has he
that.
been recently?
The
Oh,
mummy
yeah,
guy. What's
Oh
his
no,
name?
he's
Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Yeah, that one.
Oh shit! So he's doing something with Moon Knight. And
Yeah.
then doing
Oh,
the
Moon
next
Knight's
event.
definitely filming for Avengers. Put everybody in here.
Yeah. Avengers. Fuck, we need help. Avengers panic button.
It's just Avengers. We're gonna get you money back by coming in the,
But I mean,
the
yeah,
movie theater.
I'm bummed, and like I was gonna go to
we
that
have
panel.
Robert Downey Jr.
I was definitely going to that panel.
Yeah.
It was on my schedule, and I'm bummed. But Taylor's way more bummed because she's like, "This is the 10-year anniversary of Force Awakens." She wanted Oscar. She wanted to go to that panel. That was like
Sure.
the highlight for her.
That
So
was
she's,
the one
like,
that I was
more bummed.
excited for too.
Yeah.
When I was going was I can't believe it's been 10 years since
Yeah,
the Force
man.
Awakens, dude.
That's what, December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
10
December
years.
we'll have to do a special
Jesus
show.
Christ. I've never been so hyped for a movie in my life. Like I was excited for the prequels as a kid, but like I had the added thing as an adult of like now I have kids and I'm taking him with me to go see The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And I also have the built-in like love from episodes 1, 2, and 3 by this point, and like the excitement around it. I've said it 1,000 times. Disney or whoever studies marketing, that should be the blueprint for how to revive a franchise. The marketing for The Force Awakens was unbelievably perfect in every possible way.
Was that an accidental drop?
Nope.
I was gonna say it was perfect. Either way.
Yeah, that'll be a fun panel.
I don't think that hype can ever be topped. Not just for you, but for anybody. I think it was just it can't be
perfect
topped.
timing. The
Yeah.
what they chose to show in that teaser trailer
true.
with the stormtroopers flashing, and
Yeah.
then you get that shot of the Falcon doing that like on Jakku where she like
Barrel
flips it upside
roll.
down. Yeah, doing a barrel roll.
Yeah.
And it's just man.
And then you had the
it's so
speculation
exciting.
of is that dark side guy Luke? We all everyone thought it was gonna be Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember being
even
in
I
the
did.
theater. I did too.
Even
I
I did,
remember
yeah.
being in the theater being like, "Oh shit, Luke's bad now," which
Yeah.
I think would have been a really cool arc.
I agree. It would have
Bring
been,
Luke
but
back from the
Yeah.
people still would have bitched.
Oh yeah, they would no matter what happened.
Yeah, I mean, even if they got what they wanted, they would have been like predictable.
Exactly. They would have been like, we all saw this coming. Do something different, and then
That's
they
what
do
happened
something
in the
different.
Rise of Skywalker. They're like, did someone just read on Reddit and see what every fan wanted? And I'm like, so now you got what you want and you're upset.
Yeah.
There's no pleasing you fucks.
I know.
And then in 10 years, I'm like, it's amazing.
Yep. Yeah, the people mature.
It's like
They
poetry.
grow.
It rhymes.
Yeah.
Poe.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
Poe tree.
So he was supposed to be there for the panel. I don't think it's Marvel saying he can't go. I mean, they're owned
No,
by the
it
same
was a
parent
scheduling
company.
conflict,
Oh,
is what I
okay,
think. But
Yeah, that's what I think. I
that's
don't-
also me just not liking Marvel. So
I think it's fair. I mean, they got to be filming something with Moon Knight. Like he's
It might-
got to
it
tie
might
in
be a-
somehow.
it might be a different movie,
Yeah,
different
right.
company or something. I'm not.
Could be that
like I
too.
said, it's just my brain saying,
Yeah, it
"No,
could be.
stupid Marvel."
Could be
it
that
could be
too.
something else. I mean,
Yeah.
Marvel makes sense though.
Yeah.
Um,
But I don't know.
but I don't
Hopefully
think
they
you re-
replace him with somebody because like you got to have some Force Awakens presence.
John
Something.
Boyega will definitely not be there.
Yeah, I wish, but
Daisy
no.
Ridley probably will be.
She's a possibility.
That's what I definitely
Dude,
thought.
if that happened, Taylor would completely no disrespect to Oscar, but she would completely forget about Oscar missing it and be like, "It's Daisy Ridley." She would lose her mind, and I would too. I'd rather see Daisy Ridley than Oscar. I think.
I
I wouldn't
would, too.
complain either
I think
way.
if
I'm not
picking
trying to
one
be
or
like-
two, I gotta go Daisy Ridley. It's fucking Ray,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
I
That's
know,
what I'm saying. Like,
I
it's
agree.
Ray.
I bet you they have J.J. Abrams there.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I can
Definitely.
see that.
Anthony Daniels will be a part of
Anthony
it.
Daniels.
Yeah,
will
he's
be
part of
there.
everything.
course, yeah.
Is Mark Hamill gonna be there? I know he's not in the
He's
movie.
not been announced.
I mean,
for
he is
anything,
technically
so
in the movie.
If he just surprise showed up, that would be sick.
I bet you he surprise shows up for that. I mean, he was the cliffhanger.
Hasn't
They
he
literally
been?
put him on a fucking cliff.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he do a convention or two recently?
Yeah, he did. Didn't he do MegaCon? Wasn't he? after
No,
MegaCon?
no, he definitely wasn't.
Oh no, he bounced on the last celebration.
They got everybody but him for
Oh, did he?
MegaCon. Like
Yeah,
MegaCon was
that
crazy.
was still during COVID times though.
Oh, okay.
I remember wearing a mask for about 15 minutes.
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
just like, I'm not. And no one else was. I was
Of
just
course.
like, I'm not gonna. Who gives a shit at this point? I'm trying to think who could be at the panel. Eunice, he could be there.
That'd be sick.
Chewie. Is it like a big panel or is it like on a smaller stage?
It was
There-
like a smaller, not the smallest, but it wasn't on the biggest
What
one.
was on the big one?
Yeah, it was
so
like a
I
moderate.
wouldn't expect too much out of it then. If it was like the main focus panel of the day,
Yeah.
where it's like the one you have to like sign up for in lottery, then that's probably something pretty big.
Right.
Maybe the chick that plays Phasma.
Captain Phasma, yeah.
Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah, there you go.
It'd
mean-
be cool if John Boyega shows up and
Yeah.
maybe they repaired that relationship.
Let me
But
see
you
if
know what
they've
I don't
even
like about?
changed it
I thought about this more
on the schedule.
after that conversation we had last week. He knew what he signed up for. He read the scripts.
Sure.
Yeah,
They
they've
changed it on him.
He was also ripping on fans, so
they've
That's
completely taken it off the schedule with, at least for now, no official replacement. So
Oh shit!
so there's no like Force Awakens panel at all. It
That
was just
is
going to be an Oscar.
crazy.
It was just going to be an Oscar Isaac panel.
this could just be me being bad with technology, but
Let's never rule that out.
yeah,
That's true.
But I don't
That's what we
see-
normally guess first.
I don't see any replacement of it.
Damn.
In the meantime, Brad and I can hype a little bit. Not Star Wars news, but we have some epic things coming up there, Brad.
We do have some epic things
Yeah.
coming up. You're going before me.
I am. I'm going 2 weeks
3
from
days
tomorrow.
before. Yeah, you're 3 days before
Yep,
me.
going to Epic Universe for
On
the
your
first time. 2 weeks from tomorrow. Yep.
Happy birthday! That's a good birthday gift.
Right? That's why I picked that date.
Yeah.
I saw it. I said, well, if my birthday's available, because I saw they were starting on the 17th, I'm taking it.
Yeah, we did. So I have some news. They are only doing 5,000 tickets per day.
Thank God.
We found that out because we had to go redo our pass at Universal the other day.
Okay.
The access pass, and we were talking. It's like the guy's like, "Is you get your tickets for your Epic Universe yet?" And we're like, "Yeah, we got them." We're like, "What day?" And he looked and he goes, "Huh, there's still about 1,300 of the 5,000 tickets left for that."
Oh, interesting.
And I was like, they capping it? And he goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, people will have to understand. And I actually, I'll be completely honest. I was a little annoyed they weren't doing like previews. But when the guy goes, it's a whole theme park. My brain was like, yeah, it's a fucking park. It's not like, and I obviously know it's a park, but like when you put it that way, I'm just kind of
It's
like,
not Cosmic Rewind.
yeah, it's not a ride in a park already. It's
right.
something brand new.
Yeah, there
It's-
hasn't been anything like this in like 26, 27 years.
Tickets
so,
were
like,
not bad, dude. Like
Nope.
they were like $115 a person.
I paid one.
123.
I heard
No, more than that.
A friend
the,
of mine-
The lowest was like 126, I thought, and then close.
126.
a friend of
I
mine
paid
is going in
138.
September, and they said it was 118 in September.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
So-
awesome. The ones
Yeah.
I paid for in May were like 120 or 30 something.
Yeah, I'm
I bought express passes for that one.
nice, smart. I'm taking the kids because they're just like my daughter is full on Harry Potter. So she's very excited about the Ministry of Magic and all that stuff. But I'm just so excited. Like my expectations are like through the roof. I hope they can live up to how I feel this is going to go. I'm staying away from everything. I don't want to see a clip of anything.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that too.
We're staying at what's the Stella Nova? Is that the name of the resort?
That's the name of a resort. Yeah.
Is that the one that's on property there?
No, I think Stella Nova's Stella Nova's on property, but it's not on the park.
Okay, but it's there. It's in that little like Epic Universe complex, right? See, this is what I should look up. Like, where is this at?
Universal's hotels.
Tricky.
I am not
Same.
Disney. I can close my eyes, throw a dart at in the general direction of where if you tell me, but
I don't
I don't know Universal's that well.
I wonder if that's a thing just because we're Disney fans too, or if that's like a failing on Universal's part.
Well, Disney has a whole literal like quote unquote bubble to fit that in, so
Yeah.
it's easier for me to follow where that shit's at in Disney.
That's true.
Universal, like there's main roads in between, and in like
There's a hard rock.
like theme park riffraff. You know,
There's a high school 5 feet away from one of the parks. Like,
Yeah.
it's,
yeah. There's a
Back
legit
to
neighborhood
Dr.
like
Phillips High School.
backed up. Yeah, it's crazy. So
Yeah, but I think we're gonna try to stay. Grand Helios was just too expensive for. It's expensive. I was kind of shocked at that. I thought it would be more reasonable. Like it was like $500 a night. I'm just like, I'm not doing that. On top of, I'm not spending $1,000 for a day at Epic Universe.
would they have given you the express pass though for staying there?
I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it necessarily for us.
That's worth it for me. I would have done that.
Yeah, you can edit this out if you need to, but we have like because of Bentley's like severe ADHD, we get the disability pass.
That's
thing.
true. Yeah.
So like that's not something that like I would go out of my way to do, but like if
Sure.
I stayed there, sure I'd do it.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be the deciding factor. You don't have to take it out. I don't care.
Okay.
But yeah. So I'm excited, man. Like, what are you most excited about for Epic Universe?
For Epic, Dark Universe. Even like I'm not like a original Monsters fan like a lot of people are, but like that just looks so cool and it's something new, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm most excited about too.
Outs-
That and Super Nintendo World.
Yeah,
'cause
Super
I'm a
Nintendo.
kid.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much there to be excited about. I saw there was this one reel of somebody like on Velocicoaster, just like staring at their like whoever's sitting with them, and it was just like riding Velocicoaster after you ride Stardust Racers, and they were just like bored. I was like,
Really?
wow.
Wow. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only complaint I've heard is that there's not enough shade.
That's a friend of mine told me the exact same thing when they went to their preview.
That it's like Toy Story Land just on a park scale, and I'm like, that's rough.
Yikes.
Which that could be like an afterthought, and maybe cover up comes soon. I don't know, but that seems like a massive oversight if that's true.
So
shocking if true.
Shocking if true. So back to Andor real quick. Something I want to bring up. You and I have spoken about this a little bit, Brad, but it's like, and I said this in a chat before. It's just like Andor season 2, depending on how it goes and what the reception is, it's a possibility of knocking the Mandalorian off of its top peg as #1 Disney Plus show for Star Wars.
If anything can, this is it. I mean, you have it set for hardcore Star Wars fans that are like original trilogy dorks that loved Rogue One. And I feel like a lot of those people really liked the show too. They just got to cap. You have the layup. Just fucking knock it out of the park. Those are two different sports analogies that I completely added together.
And if they do that, it'll be a
and
slam
the rest of the
dunk and a
dominoes
home
will
run
fall like a
and-
house of cards.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
Checkmate.
That's Zach Brannigan, Futurama.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
do that.
yeah.
The rest of the dominoes will fall like a house of cards. Checkmate.
So I mean, I think it could.
It could. It definitely could. I mean,
Yeah.
you have the story.
Yeah.
The story's there. Everything else could. It just they gotta deliver. And I think they can. I think we have enough of backstory for these characters now. It's like, okay, give me the meat. Like all,
Yeah.
You set up a lot. Like even with characters like Mon Mothma that we know already, you really still gave us a lot of stuff we didn't know. Let me know what's going on now.
I assume there'll be time jump after every 3-arc episode.
Yeah.
I want to know how much though.
Well, they've got
At one point, they said how many years this season covers. Was it 5?
2 to
4?
5.
2 to 5? Okay.
Because season
How can
1
it-
was like
wait,
year
how can
1.
it cover 2 to 5? It has to be.
2 or 5, like 2.
No, 2 to 5 years. Like, okay, so I'm sorry. Andor season 1 was was 5 years before Rogue One.
Okay.
Right? Okay, and then
So this is leading up directly to Rogue One?
Yeah, so this is year 2 to Andor season 2. Like we saw year 1 already of those 5 years. Season 2 is year 2 to 5.
2,
okay.
3,
Years
4,
2 to 5. Yeah,
'Cause
years
there's 4
2, 3.
arcs.
Yes.
Ah, okay. So
Damn.
each arc
Covers
loosely
Most
represents
likely.
a year. I wouldn't say covers
We'll
a year,
see.
but
I'm just
Or at
guesstimating
least the
it.
gap between them is a year.
yeah.
Okay.
And it'll represent like the
Maybe.
big points that happened
We'll
within
see.
that year.
Or,
yeah.
or like back to back things and then like a 2-year gap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's a very interesting way to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
It works for TV.
Yeah.
Totally does.
It does.
If you
A
go like
movie a
2
week.
years later or some shit.
And
like,
see, we're
I feel
not-
like you got to
For
tell
a
me.
month.
We're already not viewing it as 12 episodes, and I think that's a good thing. We're saying it's 4
movies.
4 arcs.
4 movies, yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
that's
gonna-
how I'm looking at
Are you
it.
going to do it all in one sitting?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to try, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I'll do that too.
I mean, they'll drop at 9 and, you're fighting, running after your toddler all day.
I'll have to do it the next day, but it'll be
Either-
like
yeah.
that next evening's viewing start at like 8 and knock them all out.
Now, if this, not the story and the writing, but if this format is a success, do they take this format going forward with other shows?
I think it's a smart format. I don't know if it works for everything. I think it works for Andor because we know the character already, and we know how his story ends, and so
It could work for shows like
If they
like
go
I'm
back
pulling out a Star Wars universe, but like the Penguin could have done it. The Penguin could have gotten
That's
away
true,
with
yeah.
it because
Not,
those are long
not only for Star
branching.
Wars. If anyone
Yeah.
sees this success and is like, "That's a good idea. Let's do it for the Penguin" or whatever. Like, I think
Yeah.
that is a big possibility, and that's a good thing. I think,
But-
because it sounds like a good idea.
well, it's a better idea than fucking Follow You Do was.
Ooh, I mean,
Dude, I knew it was gonna happen, but like even when it starts, you're just like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this?
it's just not a good follow up to that
It's
first
so
movie.
shocking.
Yeah, it's just not a good
It's
follow
so
up.
bizarre. It felt like I was dreaming. I was like, what am I watching?
I think Todd Phillips was when he wrote that
I
script.
think he had something else in mind. Like I get the idea of what he was going for, but that is not what he was going for.
I also
don't
feel
think.
like it was a fuck you to all like the people who
You
got
think he would do
super
that?
obsessed with Joker in the first place. Yeah, I mean,
You think
I
so? Oh,
Sure.
I don't know if he's so smart.
I know, yeah.
I mean,
Smart enough to say F you. I don't
sabotaging
need
your
this.
career is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if that sabotaged his career, but
It's one of the worst movies of all time.
I know.
I'm very
Who
far
wrote
out of
and
the loop
directed
on
it?
this, but was it him that said he doesn't want to do sequels ever, or someone in that project that was like, "I don't do
Joaquin
sequels"?
Phoenix
Oh, really?
doesn't.
It was
It was him.
Joaquin
Okay, so
Phoenix
maybe
did.
was that a part of it? Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't
Joaquin's like, I have this great idea because you made me do this movie.
know. Yeah.
Let's get Lady
Show
Gaga.
everybody why I don't do sequels.
Yeah.
Oh, when he starts singing, it's just so insane.
Who could? You ever,
It's so crazy.
What would you want to see a Star Wars musical after? The Battle of Hoth.
I don't know.
Jedi
Here
rocks.
comes Vader.
Just a
gonna
whole
cut off.
2-hour
Oh,
Jedi rocks.
God.
God. No, I want to go back and watch what Lumpy was watching in the fucking. What's her name?
Jefferson's. Oh, wasn't he watching Jefferson's Starship too? Somebody was.
You're thinking
Or
of
Jefferson Airplane.
No,
you're thinking of Itchy, aren't you? The grandpa? That's Itchy,
Yes,
right?
Itchy.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
watching. Ugh.
Itchy was
he-
paying for OnlyFans in space.
Yeah.
What was
Only
it?
furs.
It was some only first.
That I think exists right
Oh,
now.
yeah,
and,
yeah,
first.
yeah.
Oh,
view it at your own risk.
I will not. Thank you.
No thanks.
Like, you're the one who brought it up.
I am, because my idea sounded so much better, obviously.
The fur?
Wookiees, yeah.
Only.
That's the website.
No.
www.fur.
Only hands.
Only
Only
Hans.
Hans. Oh Jesus!
They're
Christ.
getting worse as we go. I love it.
You hit download, people.
Yeah,
this is
this
your
is
fault.
your
This is all your fault.
This is your fault. Musical. Go back to musical. We want Jedi Rocks. Hoth.
No, I
No.
think a fun one would be
The Empire strips back.
the.
That's a thing, and now we're all going to start getting ads for that.
It's a thing.
Start getting
Yes,
ads. No,
I
we've
said
talked
it
about
on-
it before.
Yeah, they were
We
coming
have?
to Orlando. Yeah,
Yeah.
Whoa, they're coming to Orlando.
It's
They
ba-
did.
it's basically
It
a
already
burlesque
happened.
show.
Yeah. And because we are
I don't think they get nude.
we are 30
Well,
to
hang on,
50-year-old
hang on.
white guys, we got the ads.
Hang on,
Exactly.
hang on. And we can't have a T-shirt that says Jedi Talk. You know?
The Empire
Yeah.
strips back. Those people probably paid for licensing.
No, they
we didn't.
didn't.
There's no way.
There's no fucking way. That's not how they don't just go, here's the fee. They have to like approve your
Yeah,
shit.
but
There's
like
no
these are.
way they
the-
approve that.
I think it's like women dressed as just like the characters. I mean,
But
wouldn't
you're
that be
selling
crossing
tickets.
a line?
Yeah,
I
you're
know.
selling tickets based on something Star Wars.
Well, then they
We're not
had to
even
have
selling
gotten.
tickets. It's a fucking T-shirt that doesn't say Star Wars on it. Actually, it did.
Yes, it said a Star Wars
One
podcast.
of the versions did, but we've done so many ones that don't. So
Fuck you, Disney.
I'm with you.
But you said
I
that.
still want to get media for celebration.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
don't
I
fuck
know.
You, not fuck you, Disney.
Yeah, I know. 2027 media. Hooray!
Oh God, it is gonna be 2027.
When it's going
that sounds
to-
like the future.
When it's going to Russia.
They're in Ukraine this year.
I don't think so.
In Soviet
What's
Russia,
left?
convention celebrates you.
You walk in, you just immediately work for the convention now.
You
How
are
did this
now-
happen?
You are an employee of state.
You are now a bear on a unicycle.
You're like 30 pounds like lighter already. Like, what happened? I can see my ribs. Oh no.
I noticed the other day we walked into Moe's at Universal and it's former Soviet Russia vodka.
Yeah,
Former Soviet vodka.
yeah. Mo's Springfield over there is pretty
So great.
awesome.
If
Yeah.
you're a Simpsons fan, that's awesome. It's good times. I'm
excited. I mean, I've enjoyed the things the Simpsons have done with Star Wars. Like, I mean, but like all they do. I mean, it's just for like
Family
the
Guy.
3-minute thing.
Family
like,
Guy
yes,
is the
Family
best.
Guy's better. Family Guy and Robot Chicken are good.
Robot Chicken, yeah, dude.
Chicken stuff's great.
I wish they would let Family Guy do the prequels and the sequels. That would be hilarious.
It's so funny. They own both of them now, and
Yeah.
they're more strict on them than when they didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
Own them.
right.
Yep.
Much more strict.
It's so stupid. They got to loosen up on that kind of crap. That's Star Wars fans love that kind of stuff. You got to let it. We
Exactly.
like to make fun of the thing we love. You
Yep.
got to let it. You got to let it happen.
Two things. The Jim Cummings news, and I want to talk about Savi's, but
Ooh,
we saw Jim
yeah.
Cummings got facial recognition for the upcoming downloadable content for Outlaws.
That's
Which
so
Yeah.
hopefully we found out when that releases at Celebration, because I'm waiting. I'm waiting to play.
Yeah, I'll be doing that when I get my Switch 2 in June. That'll be one of the first things I buy. for that game.
So this is cool. Like Jim Cummings, obviously he's voiced Hondo forever, and now for be able to use his face for it, that's pretty boss. Yeah,
very cool.
And that's a big deal too, because like Lando wasn't anybody's face.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
it was
same
just
with
like,
Kira. Kira wasn't like officially Emily Clark's face, or
Right.
like, so that's kind of cool that he's like out of the named actors, like he's the first one in the in that game anyway.
They didn't use his face for reference in Rebels, did they?
probably not.
I don't
no.
think so.
The,
It's
the
so
way it was
stylized.
stylized. Yeah, no way.
Same with Clone Wars; it's so stylized.
Did they
Yeah.
do it for Millennium Falcon?
I don't know.
I mean, I
One
can't tell.
person in this room has seen that person.
I saw that dude
so-
in person.
I forgot if you said it
Yeah,
or not,
right,
so I didn't want to say
right.
it.
I've said it before.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
saw
I
him in
forgot.
person.
You have,
man.
yeah.
It was,
You
it
saw
was
the dude.
So cool.
Yeah.
I remember like, whoa, this is so fucking cool. It's gonna be cool to see this park, and then it never.
And then you're like, wait, peasants don't get to see cool stuff.
yeah, it was only for. I think it was for media.
Yeah.
I think it was the media day.
That's
I've seen it on YouTube, but yeah.
Yeah, it was really cool, man. Like the dude was tall. So he was like 6'3" or 4". He
Damn.
was a tall guy.
Wow. Now I'm trying to figure out who it could have been.
I don't know.
It had to be one of the,
It could have been
the
somebody
Kylos or Chewies.
Or
'cause,
they could have brought someone in.
True.
Like, they could have done that for like
Yeah.
a media thing. They may have.
Because it looks like it's the same guy on the video screens. Do you think it was? Or are the prosthetics that good that it just...
I think I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was
blew
saying,
my
like,
mind. I
point.
followed him, and I was working that day. And
I would've
just-
done the
just
same.
followed him. Like
Yeah.
I saw him backstage, and I just acted cool and just started following them like I was following them to
They'd
Galaxy
be
Edge.
like, Evan, you clocked in 4 hours late. Where were you? I was hoping a guest in Galaxy's Edge.
I was
Yeah.
I was on lunch.
Fired.
Yep. I would have done the
Fired.
same thing.
We know.
You did.
Yeah, you did.
Well, yeah, I meant just the following Hondo thing. But,
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't know. It probably was the same dude because that's probably why they don't
Maybe.
use him for anything else. Because like he was paid big for what the role is, bucks to do the video screen. So then they also had him for that
Maybe.
one day.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how much are they going to keep of like that was my first thought when this whole new Smuggler's Run game or this ride experience was changed. I wonder if they're going to change stuff like that. They're going to have to because that makes no sense. Or like if Hondo is going to be doing another, like if you can't be working for Hondo. We're in the fucking sequel trilogy at that point.
Sure. I don't know. We'll
Oh
see.
wait, no, obviously we're in the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Duh.
Oh, yeah. Duh. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get too in it here, but to me, this Mando one, I'm going to write it once probably, and if it's great, I'll keep doing it, but like, it breaks the canon, because they've said that this Mando thing is taking place during the Mando movie, and I'm like, that takes place, what, like 20 years before the sequels? So how can I go fly the Falcon 20 years before the sequels and then come out and see Kylo Ren? So they're starting it's starting to break, so...
Well, Luke Skywalker is just walking around
Yeah,
about two right now.
I'm trying not to talk too much about that kind of stuff because people hate it when we're negative. So, but
No, the people hate when you're negative.
I know that's why I'm trying not to do it. So it's just like, yeah, that is true. Only when I am. It's a nice double standard. So
Triple standard. We got 3 on the podcast.
yeah,
All right, Savi's. I don't think we've talked about the new storyline going into Savi's yet, have we?
No, I don't even know what it is.
I think we like mentioned it when they announced it,
but we didn't
that's
go into it.
Like,
What's the new
pirate,
story? I
Pirate
don't know.
related is about all I know.
Yeah, they're like scraps from pirates and like salvaging stuff from like across the galaxy is all I completely remember. And I purposely kind of didn't want to look too deep into it because it's dropping May 4th this year. It's starting for a limited time in Disney World. They announced this for Disneyland forever ago.
We got to do it.
I'm doing it May 5th.
Did we talk about this already?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I told you I booked as soon as I
Okay.
saw it because May 4th was booked already. Everything was taken for it. So I just did the evening of May 5th.
Do we
so
know what
Revenge
the
of the
pieces
5th.
are?
No, we haven't
Anything
seen
like
them.
that? Huh.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be cool.
Excited to see it.
I
I'm just
wanna do
excited
it.
to see the storyline. Like, what are they going to change from
I
it?
don't
What's
know.
going to be involved?
Do you think it would be a good idea for them to just drop canon at this point?
I mean, I'm always gonna say no, but
But would you not like the land as much?
if they did break the canon,
Yeah.
totally.
Why?
Because it doesn't make sense. Like, I can't see Vader and then see Kylo 5 feet away. Like, it just breaks my brain.
Why does it break your brain? That's
'Cause-
what every theme park has ever been up to this point.
Because he's dead and he's alive. Like, it just doesn't...
You're too logical.
Exactly.
Batu is such an interesting
Experiment.
situation because they've locked themselves, especially at Disney World, because Docking Bay. I mean, they closed it. But Docking Bay 3's there, So, and like, what does it become? What's like think of it like Andy's backyard, like right, like that's another like. Is there a time that's there? Is that between Toy Story?
Technically,
Like
it's between 2 and 3.
2 and 3,
but
okay.
They broke it a little bit with Forky being in there, but like, I don't love Toy Story Land. It's fine. Like, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't move here for Toy Story Land.
But bro, I think
like,
most people feel that way about Star Wars. Like,
I know.
I don't give a shit.
And
It's
that's the
Star Wars. I
problem.
wanna
We're
see the things
catering
I
to
like.
the resort fatties, which I get it though. It's a
Those people-
business.
Those
I
people
get
pay
it.
the bills.
Yeah.
I would have preferred I would have almost preferred them to keep one of them canon. Keep West canon because you get more of the diehards there.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it.
And here you've got all like 80% resort guests are coming here, so it's like
the stuff they do. I'm like, you should be doing that here and not the other way around. Like all these special hard ticket events and stuff. Like that is so Disney World's
Or
thing.
both. Just do both. Like, I don't understand
Yeah,
why
do
one or
both.
the other in that sense.
I think it's
But-
just because it's one's at Disneyland and there's more of an incentive to do a hard ticket event because you could do more shit than you can at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it. I really do.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't charge for a hard ticket event at
Good.
Disneyland. I mean, you can, but like you shouldn't
Yeah.
do that. But like,
why do that when they can just do after hours and not do any extra effort and just keep the shit open?
I
Hey,
know.
you get free popcorn.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
true.
come
And
on.
soda and
I
ice
will
cream.
say they are pretty aggressive with how much shit you get. Like
That's true.
They don't. You don't have to like go up to them. They just go like, "Do you want something? Here, take
Yeah.
5." Like they don't give a shit. It's
They're
pretty
trying to
cool.
give you diabetes.
Now,
Yeah.
like, I wish what they
Insulin's
would
that
do,
way.
since they're gonna eventually do it in some roundabout way. I wish they would just completely close Edge and just make it the original trilogy. Don't do this half and half thing. Like, if you're gonna do it, do it. I'm all
So-
in for seeing the Rebellion timeline.
Okay,
I
so
just want to see
that's
it
my
in
next
full.
question.
Like,
So
do
like,
it.
so you would be. This is not a trick question. I'm genuinely curious. So if they like, let's say they closed Galaxy's Edge from, the Falcon to Rise left. They made that like they changed Rise of the Resistance to Rise of the Empire, or Rise of the Rebellion, and they did that, and they changed out the animatronics and all that shit. And then you get to the other side, and it's still sequel trilogies. You still have Kylo and stuff rocking around.
Nah,
I'm
flip that
saying-
shit.
Oh.
Keep the sequel ride. Keep Rise of the Resistance and put Vader's ship
Don't you wanna
where
see-
the echelon is,
Don't you
and
wanna
have
see
Vader
a
come
Vader
out.
animatronic? Wouldn't that be fucking cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Vader animatronic would be
people
fucking cool,
people
man.
want to see Vader choke out an Empire lieutenant. I mean, come on, Vader walking around out
They
there
wanna
talking to
see
people
Vader
the way
choke
Kylo does.
himself. When
Yes.
I worked in launch base,
Choke
choke me,
me,
Vader.
Daddy.
Choke me, Vader. Stop, you
Good
weirdos.
Jesus Christ!
But
A lot of freaks.
I don't want
Let's
half
go.
and half. I want the whole thing. Like, if you're doing it, which they will one day, just do it all at once.
But you'd
Give me
rather,
the
hold on,
whole
hold
have
on.
land.
nothing
Hold
from
on.
the sequel trilogy?
Yeah.
You need something?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Evan said he didn't want to go half and half. We gonna stick with one?
Sure. I don't know where we're going with this.
That's all we're.
Is
That's all
there,
I'm
is there a mom's joke in this or something?
Could be.
Could be.
It could be.
But no, just do it the whole
do the
land.
whole thing.
Or if you're doing it prequels, do the whole prequel land. Like, that would be sick. I'd love to see a prequels Batu or a prequel or a originals Batu. That'd be sick. But don't give me this mix hodgepodge.
Could they pull off seasons?
Yeah, totally.
Like half the year it's prequel, the other year it's original trilogy. I mean, Batu looks the same. I mean, in the Tales or
Young Jedi Adventures.
Young Jedi Adventures Batu.
Yeah, give me a High Republic Batu. Yeah.
I don't think people will care about High Republic.
Nah, sadly not.
We do,
Yeah.
but like they want. I mean, like I don't know. There's so many signs to say that Disney's just slowly backing away from
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
the being in time.
creatively, you fuck yourself. Because there's only so much shit you can do in this like little
Very
fucking
true.
small space of canon that they've wedged themselves into.
Mm-hmm.
Like it would have been way smarter if this was like after 9. The
Yeah.
same characters could show up.
Dude, do
You just
this.
didn't have any villains
Do the
that we know
same-
of yet.
They should have just made a Star
could've-
Wars land like a theme park itself. Do what Epic Universe is doing in all the portals.
Yeah.
You're going sequel, you're going original, you're going prequel.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Portals idea is cool as fuck.
Oh, it could be World Between Worlds.
Yeah. Yeah, smart. That's cool.
I mean, it could be.
Yeah.
Do you know how cool it's going to be to go into Princess Peach's castle from N64? I cannot fucking
That's
wait.
gonna be badass.
And the music plays. I saw that the music plays from the dun 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 dun. dun.
Dude, I can't wait for the Donkey Kong roller coaster.
That is my childhood, dude. I love that level. That Donkey Kong Country, I think I've talked about on the show, is like me and my son's favorite video game. We play that shit all the time.
What do you think? Have you seen the reimagining of Donkey Kong? He looks different
yeah,
now.
in the Donkey Kong Bonanza trailer.
Yeah.
I think he looks cool. I think
Okay.
I like
a lot of people
I
don't
know.
like it. Yeah.
I get it, but like he's not the radical '90s DK. Like they're trying to go back to more of like that's what he looked like in the arcades.
Well, he
Yeah.
also people speculate it's what he looks like from the actual movie.
Yeah,
The most recent movie
yeah.
too. So.
I need to rewatch that movie again. I really liked it. It was
Mm-hmm.
fun. Did you see Super Mario Bros? You
Nah.
weren't a Nintendo kid, were you?
No.
That land looks so fucking. I can't comprehend it. Like it
Mm-hmm.
looks big, but it also doesn't. Like it looks tall. Like I can't from the videos that I've seen. I just can't get a judge on like the scale of it.
Sure.
I cannot wait to see it.
Same here.
That's my land I'm most excited to see. But like I'm stoked for the Ministry
Right.
of Magic ride.
Right.
Apparently that one's like the best ride in the park.
And of course, we had Preston here a couple of weeks ago. How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Can't wait to
that
see
too.
the Isle of Berk.
That's gonna be. I love those movies. Have you seen them? Mm-hmm. I love them. They're doing a live action one.
They are. It looked good to me. Everyone's like, stop doing live action. But like, give this one a shot.
This one's a cool one to do because then you get to like it's more creative because you get to create like a drag. Like there's a lot to that that's really visually cool. Like Little Mermaid is just a fucking animated kids movie. Like there's not style to it in the way that like there is How to Train Your Dragon.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So Disney's been doing a lot, and then Universal's picking up by taking their animated features, turning them to live action. Now, Star Wars. Which live action movie would you want to see turned into an animated movie?
This is a very easy answer for me. It's the Phantom Menace.
Okay.
Mostly because of the pod racing. I think.
Ooh,
animated
that's a
pod
good.
racing
That's a
would be
great
some
point.
cool stuff.
fucking cool. And I want it hand drawn. I don't want this bullshit like Rebels.
That's assumed. Yeah.
Hand drawn animation, dude. Get out of here with the pod. That would be fucking
beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah.
You could. I mean, all the space battles would look cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm thinking, like Last Jedi would look good with the salt from a crate. That would look really cool.
It
Yeah.
really would. Yeah.
We've gotten like bits and pieces on like what is it, the Galaxy of Heroes or something on
Yeah.
YouTube. Like it's like 3 minutes of just quickly animated scenes and stuff. So like that idea, they've done some for the Last Jedi and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Oh, they
it's
have?
not a full on like remake.
What
Yeah.
is this on Disney Plus? That stuff they do?
No,
Like-
it's on like Star Wars Kids on YouTube or
Okay.
something like that.
I
I've
don't-
seen
I don't think I've seen these.
most of them or all of them, but I was gonna say.
Let's be honest. You've seen all of
I
them.
probably have. I'm saying unless they've done more since I've watched
Gotcha.
last, I've seen all of them. I was gonna say like something like that, but I was gonna say Revenge of the Sith. But give me the Clone Wars art style, so just I could watch Clone Wars and it would just go perfectly
that's
into
cool.
it.
That would be
That's
excellent.
a cool
Yeah.
idea.
So I guess I'd
Fuck,
say.
that makes me want that.
So I'd say, hold on. It's funny. I didn't know you were going to pick Phantom. I didn't know you were going to pick Revenge of the Sith. I'm picking Attack of the Clones, and the reason I'm picking that is because I think it would make the movie better.
I think so too.
So
It would.
the Battle of Geonosis would look so much better
Oh yeah.
animated, like Clone Wars style.
Yeah.
Fucking shit.
that would be cool
Yeah.
as fuck.
I was like I thought you would say Revenge of the Sith, so I kind of felt bad saying it.
No, you're fine.
But then it'd be either that or like Revenge of the Sith in the 2D style, the Gundy Tartakovsky.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Jendi Tartakovsky series style.
I was
either
think-
way would be sick.
I was thinking about saying Revenge of the Sith, but I'm like, man, that opening shot is just so fucking good.
That's
That
true.
would
It's
be
just like
cool.
I don't know how I can see it any
It's
other
already
way.
animated, so
I wonder why no one's done this idea. Like, let's animate a live action movie
I think
instead of like
Yeah.
I'm not like a remake. Like,
And you mean like official? Like there has
Yeah,
been a
like-
fan person that did the Battle of the Heroes in the Clone Wars style on YouTube,
right.
that is so
and it
cool.
looks just like the Clone Wars. It's beautiful, but they haven't done a whole movie, and it's not official, like you're saying.
Right.
It'd be so
Fan.
cool to do like I'm trying to think of a good example. What would be something that like if you animated the movie Flubber. Like
If
that
Robin
would
was
be
still
cool.
here to voice him too, dude,
that would be cool.
Yeah, it would be.
That would be perfect.
Like, why has no one done the opposite of this?
Because
Disney,
that requires creative
I know
thinking.
you're listening, and if I start seeing this shit, I'm coming after you. No, I'm not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's a very empty
But we
threat.
will praise you for doing something awesome.
That's a good
I'll
idea.
praise you,
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids would be another really cool thing you could
Yeah.
animate.
Yeah.
An animated version of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids would be cool.
You know, that would make a really good theme park attraction.
It really did. It'd be really fun.
It
That they-
terrified me, but it was a good attraction.
Did you ever go to it as a
Oh,
kid?
yeah, absolutely have. Yeah,
The
absolutely. I
snake-
remember that one.
I can't
yeah.
remember if I was afraid of snakes before or after, but that was involved in my snake fear somewhere because I hated
You're
that. scene.
terrified of snakes. I remember that
Yeah.
time we were off-roading in the
Ugh.
Jeep, and you were like, "Oh my god, fuck!" I'm like,
Yeah.
it's not going to do anything."
It's
That
To be
explains.
fair,
Yeah.
the doors were off.
That explains why every time he goes to the bathroom, he's like screaming because he's looking at his penis.
It's
It's a
Yeah.
snake.
It's
It's a
true.
small snake.
I was liking the joke until you said small. How could you?
Okay, come on.
Take a lap.
Take three guys. Come on. It's gonna be a
Very
penis.
small
joke.
snake.
I just
Anything else? What we got?
I don't know. There's like this feeling that like they might be holding on to something that we just don't see coming at Celebration.
Yeah, I think so. I'm wondering if some movie's going to get like, I don't know about footage.
Did they
but
say
like a
something
logo
official
trailer?
for like Dave Filoni's movie, maybe? Or?
Maybe. I mean,
That's
it can't
for
be.
sure gonna happen.
Yeah.
They can't come out again and say we're doing this movie because sometimes those movies just don't happen.
That's what I'm saying. I think maybe
Yeah.
it's
Rogue
one
Squadron,
that's
I'm looking
like
at you.
in production. Like we started filming last week.
Yeah.
Like some shit like that. Like
That's what they
something
would
that's
have to do. It has
happening.
to be something that is actually happening.
Yeah,
yeah,
Not
and
just
then
something
they,
that
like,
they're
show-
gonna do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like here, we're doing Vader Immortal. I wonder if people would like that.
I think it's a cool
Heck
story.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love that.
Maybe they'll bring Natalie Portman on stage and said Padme's coming back in something because it was a rumor she was coming back in. Was it Ahsoka?
Yeah.
And then that
Yeah.
was that rumor was like squashed 5 minutes later.
Maybe that's.
I believed it because Star Wars Newsnet posted it, and normally I believe those
I
things.
don't. I think they may have squashed it because it was true.
Maybe.
Oh, you
For
think?
season two,
oh,
could be.
oh, okay. That's true. That's
that would
true.
be pretty cool.
That's true. We have seen that shit in the past where
Where
they're like,
they let fake shit out there, and then when
Mhm.
something's true, they're like, "Take it the fuck down."
That's
I'm
true.
like, okay.
take it down. No, we don't want that up there. We don't want you steering our people away.
Yeah.
And they send
Her coming back would be interesting. She did it for Thor, so she's willing to come back to
Of
a
course.
shittier franchise.
I mean, I would love to see. What much? I would love to see. Padme and Anakin back together again, live screen or
We'll end here, but what is your? I will go through each one. I'm sure you have one on lock, so I'll go with you first.
Maybe
because you're going. So what is your dream celebration announcement where you're like, if they said this, holy fucking shit, let's go. Dream celebration announcement. You're going to be in the room when it happens, and you get to hear the best news you could ever get for Star Wars. In what is it?
He's pulling up his notes. I'm thinking.
He's like, which one do you want?
Yeah.
Do you know what yours is? I'm trying to think.
I don't know what mine is. I'd have to think. I think mine would be a Galaxy's Edge expansion.
Sure.
Of some sort. And that's super selfish because like it's just because we live here and like we could see the progress and I loved watching them build Batuu and like the excitement around it and then like finally getting in like it felt like a lead up to a movie but like longer because it takes longer to build this shit than a movie is to make.
Right.
So that would probably be my number one. Like I would be fucking shocked and excited. And I think it's time. I mean, like, because if you announce it now, it's going to be 5 years before it's done. At the rate they do construction. So, like, we're talking the 10-year anniversary of Batuu, you could have something up and running.
I've got mine. I'll let you go first.
I don't know, because I have to walk kind of a fine line, because I don't want backstories for everything, and I just want new stuff.
Sure.
I also, like, want extra content as much as I hate that word, too. I want extra content of the things I love. So, like, I would say something with the Knights of Ren.
Okay.
Preferably a series, and like I like the sound we've talked about of this Andor structure. So maybe not 4 arcs because I don't know if the Knights of Ren have that much to do, but like maybe 2 or 3 arcs of the Knights of Ren.
Sure.
Doing stuff.
Do we know when they're gone?
Well, they died in episode
right?
9. Yeah.
Well, they have. If there's that much of a time jump, there should be.
And they were around
way before.
In I want to say the High Republic, but
Yeah.
definitely in the prequels. So like they've been around for at least 50,
Right.
50 to 100
there's
years
enough
or
story
so.
there. You could do 3 arcs. I
Yeah,
would think,
Yeah.
you definitely could.
Yeah.
if it's interesting.
So mine would be a way to save face with the people who want original trilogy from Disney, specifically in the theme parks. People go to the theme parks. It's like, why are you going to Batuu? Yeah, we're almost done with it. Like why are you going to Batuu? It's to see Rey and Kylo. Like, I want Darth Vader. I want Han Solo. I want Leia and Luke and, all that stuff. Let's say maybe the whole offices thing over by the empty building was just a bullshit. And they're going to like, you will now be taken here for $300. We'll take a shuttle over here. We'll drop you off. And it's going to be a sit-down dinner show, but the Empire and Darth Vader and Stormtroopers are going to show up and take it over. Something like that. How fucking cool would that be?
That'd be really cool.
That'd be a better way to use the space. More people could experience it. I mean, we could sit here and get into details, but just, I think that would make everyone happy. I want new stuff, and I loved that was in the sequel trilogy, but fuck, let's just go with Vader. Like, give me Vader, give me Luke, give me all that.
I think it'd be fun. I actually would be excited if they were like, we're going to retheme Batuu to original trilogy. I think that'd be really cool. Like, we've had it this way. It's not going to be that much different anyway if they decide to do that, which I think ultimately will happen. I don't know if I'd be excited. I'd be like, okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with this.
To Evan's point, just pick a time period.
Mm-hmm.
Just pick it.
Yep.
I mean, logically, original trilogy would make the most sense, make the most people happy.
Yeah.
I get that. I mean, I would have.
There's nobody that hates the original trilogy. Nobody.
No.
There's people that hate the prequels, love
Unless
the prequels.
you just don't like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Then-
If you're not a Star
Yes,
Wars fan,
yes.
then you're just not a Star Wars
Yeah.
fan. But if you like Star Wars, you like the original trilogy. Yeah, nobody hates it.
It's the unifier.
Yeah.
It really is.
And the sequels are my favorite, but if I had an original trilogy by 2 to go to, I would not turn it down. I'd be there.
yeah,
Of course.
I actually think it's a smart move.
Yeah.
What last question? What planet do you think they could easily change Batuu into?
Tatooine.
Tatooine.
It's the Elseworld story. It's
No,
a
like-
different universe. Batuu and Tatooine.
What about an original trilogy planet that they could turn Batuu into? The spires are unique.
Yeah, they have to
It could be like a moon of
level them a little
Endor.
bit, but yeah, just say it's another moon or something. I don't know if they could make it exactly like a movie or a place, whatever setting we've seen in the movies, a planet. I don't think they could
I think
do
you
that.
just keep it Batu.
Yeah. And I would love that. And like I said, just give me an original trilogy, Batu.
I just don't want to meet
Okay,
Luke.
that's fair.
I just
Yeah.
don't want to meet Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
I
I,
mean-
also wouldn't wait in line to meet Luke. But
Darth-
I would be there and I would do other stuff.
Dude, give me a meet and greet with Thrawn because he was on Batu.
Yeah.
And aliens work because of the prosthetics. And
Exactly.
The face yeah, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, give me Thrawn.
All right. Well, that's it.
That'd be fun.
Evan, we'll
Evan-
see you in like 2 weeks.
Have
Like,
fun,
If I
yeah.
come back, I mean, I don't,
oh yeah, I'm
We
assuming
speculated.
this is
Yeah.
this is Evan's last Jedi talk ever because he's just going to be kidnapped because he's walking in the wrong bathhouse in Japan.
Oh,
He's gonna
yes.
chain
Yeah.
himself to the Nautilus.
that
either.
That's
Yeah,
more
that-
likely than that. But yeah, but not.
All right, well, Brad, take us home, and this will be Brad and Tom next week for the
Yeah.
following. And it should be great listens.
It'll
It
be
will be.
fun. Jesus Christ. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys on the next show. Until then, stay safe. May the force be with you.
Always into movie time.
Rise, Jedi Knights.
Be safe in Japan, Evan.
I'll try.